New at 9, two USPS employees are being indicted in separate theft cases. A federal grand jury in Wichita is charging the two former employees with stealing the contents of mail. According to court documents, they are charging Alexa Garner Cavender with 4 counts of mail theft, accusing her of stealing checks from the mail. In an unrelated case, they're also charging Dylan Ellis with 1 count of mail delay or destruction, accusing him of stealing cash from mail.